Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Latavia. I'm so happy that you are here with me. So today's video is going to be all about why you should stop using Cetaphil. I get this question a lot from students, from family members, from friends. They're always wondering, why is Cetaphil not good, or is it good? My dermatologist recommended it. What should I do? So I'm going to answer all of those questions on why you should stop using Cetaphil. We're going to go over all the ingredients, and so you can understand why you should stop using it as well. All right, Cetaphil is so popular amongst dermatologists because, well, they just don't know a lot about ingredients. Now, before I get too crazy with dermatologists versus estheticians, let's go over why they're so different. So dermatologists, they go to school, they learn a lot about medications that are going to help the skin. They don't really dive deep into ingredients that are healthy for the skin or makeup ingredients that are going to cause breakouts. They just focus on medications, what they do for people, and if somebody is struggling with acne, then they know which pill to give them, right? Estheticians, on the other hand, don't really dive deep into medications. They do learn a little bit about them. We do know that Accutane is not the best for somebody because it really dries out everything and causes a lot of other side effects that we don't like. But we mainly just focus on learning about skin services that are going to help somebody, skin products, skin ingredients. So as you can see, dermatologists and estheticians are completely two different things. And so that's why I get a little bit frustrated when somebody goes to the dermatologist and they ask them what cleanser they should be using or which products. And usually 9 times out of 10, dermatologists will say, get Cetaphil. And the reason why I don't like that is because they have no idea what is really in Cetaphil and why it's not helping their clients or their patient's skin whatsoever. And so that is why I'm here. I'm going to explain why Cetaphil is not a good choice. Okay, so let's break down the ingredients. So there's only 8 ingredients in the Cetaphil cleanser, okay? So there's water, cetyl alcohol, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate, there's sterile alcohol, methylparaben, propylparaben, and butylparaben. So you're probably thinking, well, all of that stuff seems fine, but let's break it down. Okay, so one thing that you have to notice is there's 8 ingredients, but only 1 ingredient in here is beneficial for the skin. And you probably already know what that is. It's water. Okay, everything else is pretty toxic. Okay, so cetyl alcohol is just a wax. If you think about it, over time, if you keep using Cetaphil, your skin is going to have a layer of wax on it, okay? It's kind of like Pantene for the hair. A lot of times Pantene will make the hair so silky smooth and really shiny because a lot of Pantene products have a wax in them, and so it lays on the surface of the hair and makes it super shiny. Well, this is what cetyl alcohol does. It's a wax that just lays on top of the skin. Probably not a good thing over time, okay? Next one is propylene glycol. This is a chemical penetration into the skin and bloodstream. So it causes more penetration into the skin, causing all the other ingredients that are in there that are nasty penetrating deeper into the skin because of the propylene glycol. And what's interesting about this ingredient is a lot of times when I go to the natural food store and I pick up a cleanser or a moisturizer, it actually will say on the bottle, on the label, this has no propylene glycol. So if a bottle says that, then it's probably not good for your skin, right? This one is sodium lauryl sulfate, and this one's a foaming agent and it does strip the skin. Sulfates are just all over the place and they're all in cleansers and body washes, and I talked about this a lot in my other videos on why sulfates are something that you just need to stay away from, especially if you live in a climate like me. I live in Idaho, there's 4 different seasons, it's constantly changing, and sadly enough we get more cold weather than warm weather here. So sodium lauryl sulfate is only going to just ruin the skin barrier over time. It irritates the skin and dries it out like crazy, and it foams up. So this is something that you need to stay away from in most cleansers, and sodium lauryl sulfate is in the Cetaphil cleanser. The next one is parabens. These are preservatives, and where preservatives are good, they can be really toxic, and there's a lot of health risks to them, like cancer, breast cancer, etc. So if you look at it, it has methylparaben, propylparaben, and butylparaben. There's 3 different parabens in Cetaphil cleanser. That is horrible. And sadly, methylparaben is the worst paraben out of all of them. And I kind of relate that to meth and what meth does as a drug. It's like the most horrible drug out there. Well, methylparaben is the most horrible paraben out there, and it's in the Cetaphil cleanser. So I don't know about you, I would really just take a step back and ask yourself, should I be using Cetaphil cleanser or not? If any client or any student comes up to me and asks me, should I be using it? Should I be using it? I always say no, you should not. There's so many more cleansers out there that are so much better for the skin, that have a heck of a lot more ingredients in it that are more healthy. Cetaphil cleanser has nothing in it except for water that's healthy for your skin. Everything else is toxic and you don't need on your skin or in your bloodstream. All right, I really wanted to break down another Cetaphil product. This is their SPF 15 Cetaphil moisturizer, because maybe some of you are using that this summer. It does have sunscreen in it, but it was really surprising to me when I broke down the ingredients how bad they actually were. I get all of my research from the EWG's database, and this is such a wonderful place to go if you want to look up any product of yours on whether or not it's good or bad. And it actually does a number rating, and it goes all the way up to 10. So what's really cool is you can look up anything in your house or at the store, and you can see whether or not the ingredients are good or bad, or the product is good or bad. Think Dirty is another awesome app that you can look up different products, and it will help you determine what is good, what is bad out there. So that might help you. But that is where I get all of my information, just so you guys know. So the Cetaphil moisturizer has a 4 to 5, which is a moderate hazard on the EWD's database. So it's definitely not the best, right? Because it's kind of in the middle. So what concerns me is it has avobenzone and octocrylene as their 2 SPF sunscreen ingredients. And as I've talked about lots of times before in my other videos, the only sunscreen ingredients that I highly recommend are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Those are 2 mineral sunscreens, and they're going to be the best for your skin. None of this chemical crap, okay? So these are indeed chemicals. They're cancer causing, it has been proven. Lots of skin irritation comes with these, and what's interesting is Japan has actually restricted usage of these 2 ingredients. So that means that Japan is smarter than us, right? And they really care about their people, and they really are health conscious, and so they have restricted usage of these 2 ingredients. Is that interesting or what? Okay, so we're going to get down to the other ingredients in this product that are not good. So Cyclomethicone is a silicone. I've talked about this before. I do not like any silicones. That's dimethicone, trimethicone. All of those are silicones, and silicones are just going to lay on the surface of the epidermis. They're not going to do anything. They're going to harbor bacteria and possibly cause breakouts. So if you're using this or using any product of yours that has any cone on the last part of the word, that is a silicone, and it might make you break out. So if you're oily or acne prone, you probably shouldn't be using this, right? PEG 100, this one you should not be using on open skin. Okay, so if you do have acne and you're using this, then that's not going to be good because it's going to get into the open skin, right? It's toxic to the environment. Okay, toxic to the environment, then it probably is toxic to our insides, right? And on our skin. Acrylates, all these are plastics. And a lot of companies, what they do is they break down plastics and they put them in products and lotions. so that the lotions are a little bit thicker in consistency and not so runny. But the problem with plastics is it gets into the ocean, it gets into our drains, and it's not good for animals or just our pipes and things like that either. So think about it. Chopped up plastics are acrylates, and those are in tons of different products, and it's in the Cetaphil moisturizer. So all of these wonderful ingredients that we're talking about right now are going to be penetrated into the skin even deeper because of this ingredient right here. So you don't want any more penetration of these toxic ingredients into the skin, but this is what Disododium EDTA is doing. Okay, triphenyllamine is a 5 on the EWG's database, okay?
That's a tongue twister right there.
5 is definitely not good. It's like right in the middle, so it's a moderate hazard to your skin. So this is a skin toxicant. It's a skin allergen, okay? It's been linked to human immune and respiratory toxicity. Does that sound good to you guys? That doesn't sound good to me. So I'm telling you right now, there's so many other wonderful skin products out there that you could be using instead of Cetaphil. So please take the time and look at your ingredients, look at what you're using. Don't just go to a dermatologist and ask him what is good or bad, because a lot of times they just don't do the research. Not all estheticians do either. I'm not saying that all estheticians are going to know their stuff and know that Cetaphil is bad. It just kind of depends on the person, right? But I take pride in knowing a lot about ingredients, and I've taken time throughout the years to really know my stuff when it comes to ingredients, and so I could better help my clients in that way. So I hope this video has helped you. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I have other amazing videos as well that you can look into. And if you have a friend or a family member or someone that you know that is using Cetaphil and you want to warn them about this whole cleanser moisturizing business, please share this video. I would love that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.